Hey superstars, it's Alease Michelle, your online marketing and branding coach and co-host of the X Factor with my lovely, handsome fiance, Alex B. Jones, and the founder of the Lady Boss Club. So what do I do? Real quick, I have coaches, I have consultants, authors, and professional speakers create and market their products, their programs, their workshops, so that they can bring in reoccurring income while building a thriving brand. All right. So just to get, hey Rachel, what's up? Thank you for joining me. So let me get some little housekeeping out the way. If you know anybody who might be interested in this topic, please, please, please share it up. I love to have other people come in. I love to have conversations with other superstar entrepreneurs, so that would really be helpful. And if you like anything that I'm saying, anything, give me a thumbs up. Hey, Cody, how you doing? Give me a thumbs up. Give me some love. I love that. All right. So today's topic is going to be about what is the difference between a brand and a personal brand and why you need both. Right? Very important. And I think a lot of times we get it a little confused. I get it confused. I forget that, a lot of people don't really know the difference between a brand and a personal brand. So I started to think today, what would be the best way to explain this to you? And I looked around the house. I even went to eat, have breakfast and really think about how would I explain this to someone who really doesn't even know what a brand is and really has no clue of what a personal brand is, okay? So if some of you know my background, you know that I was a college professor for 17 years. And during that tenure of being a professor and a department head, there were some things that happened that just threw me for a loop. I got demoted from being department chair to a full-time professor, which was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. At the time, I didn't think it was a good thing, but now, of course, looking back on it, it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. But in that transition of being going from department chair to a full-time instructor at that time, I really had to think about how do I rebrand myself, because I was known in the Charlotte area as a department manager or the department chair for the fashion department. So I had to figure out some other way to brand myself, okay, and to be seen totally different. And I spent about a year and a half doing that, researching how to do it, how to be more of at my own personal brand, and I did very well. I was quite successful. I was selling my artwork, and now, fast forward, I am doing this. So I know having a personal brand is really important. I know that having a brand is is more important, but the two are very important together. So let me just get into the content and stop rambling on. All right. So in my search for an example of how could I show you a really good example of an illustration, I went into my bathroom, okay, because there's tons of products in the bathroom, and I thought that this was the best product deodorant to explain the difference between the brand and a personal brand. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready to find out how I'm going to illustrate that? Well, let's think about this. This is soft and dry deodorant, right? On the outside, we know that it's for women because it's pink. We know that it is aluminum free because it tells us it. We know that it is soft and dry because of the logo. A brand is your visual appearance. Okay, what you look like. Okay, how, I'm gonna do the Vanna White for you. How, and be able to recognize it on the shelf. So immediately I know this is soft and dry deodorant when I go to pull it off the shelf, because visually it looks like what it's supposed to look like. It's pretty, right? It's for me. That is important. Our visual appearance is very important, both online and offline. So when you are thinking about branding as a total, just the word branding, you're thinking about the visual appearance of your business and of yourself, because you are part of the business. So your logo, that is branding. That is very important, right? Your website, that's considered branding because that's the pretty packaging. Your overall appearance, what you look like, how do you dress, that is considered a brand, okay? Because that is the visual representation of what someone would see when they come in contact with you. And that is really important. You want to look good. You do. You just want to look good, right? The second thing that is very important is your personal brand, right? And so deodorant, we know, yeah, it's all pretty, it's in a nice casing, but inside, does it work? Does it hold you? You know, is it really, does it smell good? Okay. Are you going to be stinky later on, hours from now? Does it work? What's inside? Hey, thank you for the thumbs up. What's inside of this deodorant that makes everything else work? It looks good, but does it work? That's the inside part. That's your personal brand. What are people going to say about you behind your back? Okay. Do you stink? Yeah, you might have put deodorant on, but does it work? So your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not around, right? And you want those words, that what people say, to be good words that describes you in your best light. So how do you determine if your personal brand is good, or is it, if it's doing its work? And I'm not just talking about in your career, I'm talking about in your business. It's really what, it's what people are saying behind your back. So that is what I work with my clients. I'm your personal branding coach. That's what I do. I look and I establish what the good things that people are going to say about you. Your personality, does it match with what they want, their brand? Oh, I love the thumb up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So your personal brand is about what people say about you. And how do you develop that so that people just rave about you, talk about you, say all the best things about you? Well, you have to provide them with something to talk about. Hey, Shayla, what's up? You have to provide them with good things to say about you. And how do you do that? Well, you show up. You share with them and let them know how good you are about, with whatever you're doing. You share tips and strategies to say that you know what you're talking about. You are a nice person. You treat people like you want to be treated. So all of that is part of your personal brand. Are you consistent? Are you reliable? Do you follow through? All of that is all about your personal brand. All right. Shayla has a question. How personal is too personal? Well, that's a good question, because I don't really hide much from you guys. So I think I don't really want to know all the ugly part of you. I think that's a little too personal. But okay, that's a good question. What's too personal? I guess when you know that you might offend somebody, and that you are attacking somebody and you're sort of talking behind their back in not a good way and they can't defend themselves, then that's too personal. You need to keep that to yourself, So I think that's what makes it really a personal thing. Okay, Shayla says, is that keeping it real with your audience? It is keeping it real. It's keeping it real. So you're just giving them just a little bit. You don't want to put someone out, put someone on blast. I think when you go out intentionally trying to put someone on blast, that's too personal, right? I don't want to know that, and that doesn't make you look good. Okay, it just doesn't. So really good question. Hey, my queen, how you doing? So your personal brand, it really is about what people say behind your back, so that when you're not in that room, that there is nothing but good things coming out someone's mouth. Okay. And it is work. It is. You have to think about that. You have to think about that when you go out into the community and meet with people. What do you want someone to say once they once you leave their presence, right? You want the words to be good, or at least say good things about your service that you offer. So that's the difference between a brand and personal brand, right? So let's go back through that again. A brand, again, a deodorant, is the beauty, the outside appearance, right? What makes it look so pretty? And this deodorant looks pretty. It's a pretty packaging, right? But when I open it up, does it work? And how would I know if it works unless I try it? Okay? I got distracted real quick. Unless I try it. And so the only way that you can know if something works is to try it personally with someone, right? Knowing that, I mean, you don't want to share the deodorant with someone. Let me take that back. But you want to know if it works. And then for you, your personal brand is about what you can offer someone and how you can help someone, okay? All right, so Shayla says, when you leave the room, you want someone to say good things about you. And that's your personal brand. Yes, quote that, tweet that out, Shayla. Love it, love it. And it is. It's very important to think about that. So your brand, your physical, what you look like, and then what's inside, what people say about you behind your back is your personal brand, and you need to work on both of those things. So if you're looking for someone who is all about the branding, my girlfriend from Rich Girl Business is awesome. Danielle will help you get that branding together. My ladies who are great with the fashion and making you look pretty, that will be Shayla Courtney, that will be Shanae, and that will be Bianca Smith. Those are my fashion consultants and wardrobe consultants who will make you look all pretty. Shanae will get your makeup looking all good, because those things are very, very important to your business, right? And I'm your personal branding coach. I'm the one going to make people say raving things about your products and services that you offer, all right? So, all right, guys, that's my tip for the day. That's what I wanted to share with you today. If you have not come over to the Superstar Circle yet, I'm going to ask you to please come over and join us. The entrepreneurs in that group is kicking butt, okay? They are doing awesome things. Marquita just gave me a thumbs up. She just launched her new t-shirt design, the feline, and she is kicking, she's selling. And that's what it is all about, being an entrepreneur, is getting out there and making things happen. So if you are interested in being part of a group that is kicking butt, the Superstar Circle, come on and join us. All you got to do is do a quick search in the Facebook search somewhere at the top and join us. It's a private group, so you do have to be invited. So click to join, and I will accept you, and I will introduce you to all the other superstars, all right? So Cody says, love this. I think that personal branding is something that is usually overlooked, even though it's super important. You are so right, Cody. It is. I don't want to say it's more important than the physical, because both of them are both equal, right? So you need to just think about, what is it that people are saying behind my back, and am I looking all good? All right. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.